Joe, and just catching up with one of my favorite guests, Erin Young of Red Buffalo
Thank you.
Cafe. How are you?
Doing really well. I feel so privileged. One of your favorites.
Wow, that's right. Well, especially, I mean, how can you not be when you
I
always bring
bribe
treats
you.
in
Yeah.
every Monday? So
I bribe you to
I
say
think
that.
that's pretty special as well. So, Erin, you're from Red Buffalo. You own Red Buffalo. How's everything going? The winter season kind of slowing down for you guys?
Slowing down, although I hear snow's on the way.
That's
because
right.
It's
Looking
still
Wednesday, Thursday.
springtime in Colorado.
Yeah.
We may be fooled.
Yeah, well, we may see snow even into early June. So,
Yeah.
we know anyone who's been here a couple of years at least knows that the snow is not done yet.
No, but it's been such a beautiful spring,
Yeah.
and the back patio is gorgeous. I see people fly fishing out there every single day right now because it's so beautiful. And I kind of have my favorite big fat fish that live right under the bridge.
yeah.
And I go and say hi to them because they never get caught. These three fish never
They're
get
too
caught.
wily. That's why they're as fat as they
Or
are.
they're too
Yeah.
smart. They're just no. And someone told me a rumor that our neighbors, cutthroat anglers, one of their guys just goes out and feed them pellets
Okay.
to make them particularly fat. And so they're like, why should I work for that fly
That's
when I have
right.
pellets? But anyway, which highlights we're right on the Blue River in
Yes.
Silverthorne, just a quarter mile north of the I-70 Silverthorne interstate exit.
Yep.
Our neighbors are cutthroat anglers. If you want to get hooked up with fly fishing, we have a spa next to us. So, I mean, it's kind of a
And
big
within the
family
next
thing.
couple of years, we're going to see some construction even nearby, just
We
on the other side of
are.
the pavilion. You see on the far side of your screen there that you just saw.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a theater and
Lake
some
Dillon
more.
Theater's moving. I know, that's the view from our front patio. So you can see our namesakes. There's Red and Buffalo Mountain there.
That's right.
And it's just so beautiful. It's
Yeah,
just like,
great location.
I can just have my espresso and just sit and relax. Well,
Which, I mean,
I
that does-
don't really, because then I start running around and
Yeah,
doing
then
stuff.
you have customers coming
But
in.
I
you gotta do your
recommend
thing.
for people that
There
they
you
can
go.
sit and relax.
Perfect. Yeah. So aside from the location, it is a great coffee shop and or beverage shop in one way to
Beverages.
say it, because you also offer some great teas. So tell me about some of the products that you can find there.
So we do any espresso drink. Alex, if you can think of it, we can probably make it. We have loose leaf tea, and not just like loose leaf in a bag, but loose leaf. You can see it. We have them in mason jars. You can smell them, buy them in bulk, send them home. We have a guy who's been buying it for his mom as like the new present. He's like, it's great. It's so much easier than thinking about what she wants every Mother's Day.
That's right.
Which, keep in mind, Mother's Day
It's
is
coming up soon,
Coming
pretty
up.
soon,
Start to
yeah.
think about it. We have pastries, breakfast burritos, bagels. We have sandwiches made for us every day from our neighbors, Peak Provisions, which is really great. I love that some of us small businesses, we all partner together and see what we can do.
Yeah.
And Peak Provisions has been a great neighbor friend of ours. They're right in the same plaza
Yep.
as we are.
You
I
got
joke
it.
with some people like, well, if you really need Bailey's in your coffee, Locals Liquors is right in the same
next-
area that
yep.
we are. They can help you out. Just take your coffee down there.
That's right. Yeah, because when it comes to getting, if you could think it and you can make it,
Yep.
if it requires maybe a little touch up on the Baileys, then yeah, there's that option.
We have it
nearby.
right there. No, we love our neighbors. We love
Yeah.
Cutthroat Anglers, Peak Provisions,
Definitely,
and all of
definitely.
them right there.
So also what did you bring in for me today? And then we were also before the interview talking about some of the science that goes behind and some of the
Absolutely.
tips. I love talking about like the
How to
tips you
do
can
it
offer.
right at home.
What to do,
Yeah.
for yourself to make the best coffee.
So we do we brought you a cold brew iced coffee today.
Okay.
And our cold brew, it's a toddy brew system, and it's a 18 to 24 hour steep in cold water.
Okay.
So a lot of places will brew a coffee hot, and then two options: either pour it over ice, which dilutes it, or they let it sit until it gets cool and then refrigerate it, which makes it sour. Coffee has a lot of gases in it. And then once you brew it, a lot of the gases start to escape, which is why your coffee at the end of the day, if you had a coffee and then you let
Right.
it sit until the afternoon, not only is it cool and lukewarm, but it has a different taste.
Yeah.
It's completely changed because
Sure.
all the gases have started to leave the coffee. And so when you do a cold brew, it keeps all those flavors in because it didn't brew it hot, it didn't escape. And it takes away a lot of the acidity too. So we do only a cold brew iced coffee, which is great, it's delicious, which we love. And then the other thing you said we were talking about is a couple of tips at home. And I think the one question I've been getting lately is, how do I make really good coffee at home? And there's a range of how to do really good coffee. I mean, you can go all the way to getting a really good plumbed in home espresso machine, and I can recommend the ones. La Mazorca is starting to market this $6,000 G3 machine. And I'm like, that's not a home
Yikes.
market.
No.
I don't know who you are if you have but the two recommendations I always have is buy fresh roasted coffee. The stuff at the grocery store has to have a shelf life of up to 6 months. So that's not fresh roasted.
Okay.
Coffee is really best between 3 to 10 days after roasting.
Wow.
So you
okay.
really want to keep that in mind.
pretty
Buying
small
fresh
window.
roasted coffee.
Yeah.
So whether that's from Red Buffalo where we sell it or your local coffee shop that they can tell you when your coffee was roasted. And the other one is to grind it fresh. If you don't have a grinder at home, then buy in smaller batches and have your coffee shop grind it for you. But you don't want to just throw it in the freezer for 4 months and pull it out and be like, see, it's still fresh.
Right.
Freezers will sap out a lot of the oils and dry out your coffee beans. So just a cool, dry place, but not your freezer, not moist, not above the stove.
Yeah, exactly. So some great tips there that you can just help
Yes.
improve your own beverage making at your own home, or just stop in to Red Buffalo, get your
Get your coffee
go in
geek
the
on.
morning. Yeah, that's
we'll just
right.
chat with you about
There
what's
you go.
going to work.
Perfect. So coffee drinks comes to the teas, the loose leaf teas, also smoothies, and I love the milkshakes in the summertime.
Yes,
With the,
and gelato.
the gelato
We
that
still
you
have
bring in.
gelato. You can make an affogato with it.
Nice. That's also pretty perfect
Yes.
over there. So check out Red Buffalo, and also a great Facebook page. You have some music coming in this weekend.
We do on Saturday, and we're open 7 days a week.
There we go.
All through mud season.
Perfect. All right, so you even look at that's a great point as well to
Yep.
mention that you'll be remaining open during the
We
mud
will.
season as we approach. All right, well, you guys have to check out Red Buffalo Cafe. Thanks, Erin, so much for coming in.
Yeah,
You're
thanks
always
for
great to
having
see you.
me.
And I'm going to enjoy this iced coffee here during this break. You guys don't go anywhere, though. We're still going to talk about how you can get around town for free through the Summit Stage, and also we still have Watch and Win. Plenty more to come after this break, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back with Summit Sunrise on TV8 Summit.